This is Dr. Barbara Williams Harris coming to you from Onward Ministries. This is our 34th annual retreat. We're doing it virtually.
All of these that God have put in authority in the church, He gave you a job to do. And we got to all work together so that God's will can be done even through this pandemic.
How many times have folks walked away because they didn't fully understand what the ministry was about? Didn't fully understand why the ministry did different things, or why different things were taught or were not taught. To reflect on that, it is important that as a team and as being in the area of carrying out purpose, authority, and dominion, you've got to know who you are and why you are the one to be positioned to direct the people in a specific direction or in a specific discipline.
So we don't have to keep going back into the mess that we were in. Come on, wake up. Romans 8:1. There is therefore now no condemnation to them who are in Christ Jesus, who walk not after the flesh, the old ways you did, but now after the Spirit.
Your worship is completely dependent. It is totally dependent. It is entirely dependent on God. If God doesn't come into our worship service, we can't have worship. If God doesn't walk up and down the aisles, we can't worship. If God doesn't get into the voices of the praise and worship team and get into the fingers of the praise band, then we can't have worship. If God decides not to show up, then we will not have worship. If God decides to hold His presence, then we will not have worship. If God decides that our praise is not good enough, then He will not respond, and we will not have worship.